the recent release of Ruin, many newcomers to the FNAF series, and those who have not kept up with the books may be confused about the Mimic endoskeleton. The Mimic was created in the 1980s by a Fazbear engineer, Edwin Murray, who lived in a Fazbear-owned factory with his younger son, David. The Mimic was created to entertain David while Edwin was working, and was programmed to replicate his behavior by observing the young boy. One day, David was playing outside and was run over by a car, leading Edwin to destroy the Mimic after it started replicating David's behavior. After the events of FNAF 6 and Fazbear Enterprises rebranding, 2 excavation teams were sent to collect items of interest from Fazbear Entertainment's past. They stumble upon the destroyed Mimic and its circuit boards, so they decide to fix it up, but then it proceeds to kill them all by ripping off their arms and their heads. Before the construction of the Pizzaplex, a renovation team was ordered to clean up the FNAF 6 location and turn it into a museum when the Mimic endoskeleton was brought in. A renovator named Gil reprograms the endo to rip off the heads and arms of all the old endoskeletons, which it does, but quickly becomes hostile when it starts to rip apart the renovation team. The endo was then sealed inside the pizzeria by the surviving workers. The Mimic circuit boards were then scanned into the newly developed FNAF VR. Help wanted to speed up the development process, but accidentally released the Mimic 1 program, which learns about the past of Fazbear Entertainment and believes it is William Afton. The virus takes the form of a digital Spring Bonnie avatar and torments a beta tester named Jeremy, which ends with him cutting off his own face. The game is then passed on to another company, and the Glitchtrap virus once again torments a beta tester named Vanessa, which ends with the Mimic AI invading her brain and creating the entity known as Vanny. Sometime after the Pizzaplex opened, a Fazbear Enterprises executive named Mr. Burrows replaced all of his story writing staff with the Mimic 1 AI, which then spread around the Pizzaplex with the help of a baobab tree that spread across the building, allowing it to take control entirely. When trying to stop the AI, both Edwin Murray and Mr. Burrows are trapped inside the storyteller tree for the remaining week until the attraction is removed and they are found dead. Traces of the storyteller remain in the Pizzaplex, as evidenced by the new VR booth that displays the Pizzaplex in the future and shows a new mascot, Tiger Rock. The Mimic claims another victim when Kai visits the booth and becomes trapped in the new attraction until Tiger Rock appears and dismembers him. The Glitchtrap AI attaches itself to another person, this time, a young boy named Gregory, who attends school therapy sessions and kills off an estimated 4 therapists, as well as his friend Tony, under the alias Dr. Rabbit. The Mimic endoskeleton makes another appearance when it lures a group of teenagers into the old pizzeria underground by impersonating someone over a walkie-talkie and ambushes them while wearing numerous costumes, such as a lion, an elephant, and a duck. The group is killed in various ways, with some being torn apart or having vital organs ripped out. The Mimic also crawls inside a suit while one of the girls is wearing it, crushing her inside, with this being theorized to be the corpse we see on the Mimic later. Before the events of Security Breach, Gregory is released from the Mimic's control and hides in Glamrock Freddy. Gregory then sets free Vanessa after playing the Princess Quest minigame, destroying the Glitchtrap branch of the Mimic AI. This resets the Mimic's personality before Gregory and Vanessa seal the Mimic underneath the FNAF 6 location and set up the MXES program to keep it trapped down there. Eventually, the Mimic decides to copy Gregory and his voice and lures Cassie to the Mega Pizzaplex to set him free by deactivating the MXES program and destroying the concrete seal. It is unknown what happens from here on out due to the lack of confirmation about the true ending of Ruin, but it is likely we will be seeing the Mimic once again in the upcoming Help Wanted 2. Follow for more.